We will see. Now, did y'all see Marlo Hampton over on Wendy? Marlo Hampton was on Wendy on Monday, and she was spilling all the little tea. She was talking about all the things that, we want to know, apparently. She claims that she popped up. Well, Wendy claimed that she popped up, but we know dang well that Marlo did not pop up on Wendy. Wendy knew dang well that Marlo was coming because she had that peach sitting on the side waiting to give her. So, Marlo appeared on Wendy, and she addressed where she gets her money from. Remember back in the day when she was on Candy's Candy Code at Night, and they kept on asking Marlo how you make your money because people assuming she was a prostitute and all this other stuff and an escort. Marlo said she got her money from real estate investments. She said she has made some smart choices with her money, so she okay. And she said she has good credit, which means she can get loans, she can get credit cards, she can buy all her expensive fashions and pay it back later. That's what Marlo said. She got good credit. In addition to that, she said she once dated a billionaire for 5 years. So I guess that means, the billionaire was giving her gifts and money and she was stacking paper. That's what Marlo says. I don't know it to be true or a lie. A lot of people were claiming that she used to date Ted Turner. I just debunked that, when that rumor first came out over on Straight from the A. Google Ted Turner, Marlo, and Straight from the A, and you can get all of that tea. But here's what she said. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up this audio. Ooh.
Back girl.
Wait a minute, let me do it.
Let's start with Ted Turner.
Okay, let's start with Ted Turner.
Ted was with Jane Fonda, and the word on the curb has always been that you were his back girl.
Never in my life dated Ted Turner. Okay. I did date one white billionaire that ran in that circle for 5 years.
Okay.
Who watched?
How do you meet a billionaire?
I'm going to tell you now.
Okay, go.
So you guys know I had the boutique at Perimeter Mall in Atlanta. He watched me for 6 months. On Valentine's Day, he walked over. He said, "You're fabulous."
The
billionaire came to the mall every day and watched me for 6 months. I was like, "What is going on?" Something.
Would he come inside and sit down?
No, he would come right outside of Nordstrom's. There was like a little sitting area. You have the Nordstrom's cafe.
Yes.
So I was telling my friend, like, this guy just sits here. This older white man sits here. It's really freaky. Valentine's Day, he walked over and gave me a card. He said, "I love your work ethic." He said, "I see you come to work every day. You dress so nice." Gave me a Valentine's Day card, and that was a 5-year relationship. And
let's start with Ted Turner.
Okay, let's start with Ted.
So that is how Marlo claims that she got her, her money. Well, she used to date a billionaire for 5 years. She on Valentine's Day he came and gave her a Valentine's gift, and the rest is history. Wendy also said, it's about time that Marlo got a peach. Marlo says, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me let you hear what she had to say. Hold on. You said, LOL at Valentine's. That's what she said. Did y'all not hear her say Valentine's? Hold on, let me see. At the 13:46 mark. I know I got this all open.
Connection with this married guy.
Hold on. We heard the Valentine's part.
Okay.
It's in the back of your office.
Okay.
It's a wig for my new hairline.
All right. Okay.
It's fabulous. It's blonde, and you're gonna rock it.
Okay.
Now get all the tea you want.
Is this a wig from the line?
It's you know what this is? This is something new we're doing. A U part.
Well, you want to know what? Cause Eva shaded you and said that you do a lace front. I don't see any lace in the front.
Totally.
It looks like it's growing from your
I was
scalp.
just trying. In the beginning, she gave me hell.
No, I mean, but the whole beauty thing is trial and error.
It is.
Now, here's my thing. And, Andy says he doesn't think that you'll ever get a peach or anything like that. Nene and I didn't talk about you or any of the other girls. Like, we literally have grown conversation that spins out of control into something else. But I think that you need a peach. Like, you've worn me down. No.
You did say that the other day.
Yeah. Do you want a peach?
You know what? I watched the same interview. You're talking about a woman. He said that the consensus hasn't all come to an agreement.
I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what you think.
But I feel that I deserve a peach for you all because I want you all and my fans to really love it.
This is so shocking.
I want you, all of my fans, to really see my life and just really get to see who Marlo is, because it's so much more than when you see me come on for 2 seconds to just stir up some drama. So I do feel, and I just feel also on the other hand, I'm good where I'm at. I do feel that God puts you where he wants you to be.
But you get more money if you hold the peach.
Well, I get a cute coin now though, Wendy.
Okay.
I do get a cute coin. I'm like, a lot of people are so worried about the title. Like, oh, you're not a housewife, you don't have a peach. I go on every trip the girls go on.
How much were these?
You know, I don't know, Wendy.
Come on, drop
Wendy
it.
be tripping.
I don't recall. How much were
made-
they? 10? Oh my God, 10,000.
Who makes these? Who makes these?
YSL.
YSL, okay, so you're right, like 8,000, 10,000, all that bedazzlement. What is this? Who designs?
Oh, Mom.
Okay, and how much was that?
Oh, I don't remember.
Why she asking people how much? Wait a minute.
How do you make money?
The Wendy be asking the Caucasian people how much their clothes are when they come online. I'm kind of offended by that, Wendy. Why are you asking her about the price of her shoes and the price of her dress? Like when people like sitting on her couch, which she didn't have Marlo sitting on the couch. She got Marlo sitting in the chair, but that's a whole other thing. But when people be like sitting on the couch and they do the shoe cam, she asks how much it costs. I never seen her ask how much it costs.
I knew she was going to ask that, you guys.
Yes, Marlo, you've worn me down.
You know what, Wendy?
What?
Everyone asks that also. I'm like, oh, Lord, I got to get on there and tell her how. Now, I had a boutique in Atlanta before the world even met me.
So she's talking about how she makes her money.
This was like 10 years ago, the hottest boutique in Atlanta. The who's who of Atlanta shot with me.
What do you do now?
I'm going to let me tell you though now, hold on.
Okay.
So Real Housewives of Atlanta even taped at my store.
Okay.
Season 3, I closed my boutique, I invest in real estate, and guess what? I've been on the #1 reality show over 8 years.
Okay.
I get paid when I walk in a room. I get paid when I post something on Instagram. And I have great credit.
Marlo.
So she get paid when she walk in a room. She get paid when she posts on Instagram, and she has good credit. So there's that. Marlo is a billionaire because she posts on Instagram and she has good credit. I'm just letting y'all know. That's what she said. You said she asked them who makes them and not the price. That's what I thought. I thought, man, I've never heard her say how much of those. How much of those? How much did that run you? Like, that's kind of offensive in my humble opinion. Now, for those of you who read straight from the A, y'all know I had to dig a little deeper. I had to go back in the archives and pull up some stuff, and people gonna be in their feelings, but it's quite okay. Y'all know that just last week Andy said, the whole never said never, and he talked about how he thought it was awesome how during Gay Pride people were coming up to him saying, Marlo need a peach, give Marlo a peach. He was saying it was awesome. Now, even though he has like a never say never attitude, it's been 8 years and she still don't necessarily have a peach. Wendy gave her a peach now. She got the whole one. But it's been 8 whole years. And so people have been like, it's almost like being engaged for 8 years. Would this man ever marry you? So, I've been told personally that Marlo's peach status or lack thereof was not anything that had to do with what she was doing on the show. But, because a lot of people feel like it was because she used the F word back when her and Sheree got to arguing in Africa. Y'all remember that when they was like, you only have one Rolex. You only have one Rolex. Why you got 2 cars and no house? Like, she was dragging Sheree. I gotta give Marlo that. But, apparently it stems from the fact that, the parents of her victim back in the day actually, wrote letters to Bravo. They wrote letters to me. If you go on straightfromtheA.com, I've actually posted the letter. They were really in their feelings about how Marlo was saying, Google me, Google my charges, as if wearing, what she did was a badge of honor. She apparently got to fighting with this girl. I don't know if it was over a man or whatever it was over, and she ended up slashing the girl's face. The girl, it moved, everything moved on. Marlo served time. Marlo got out. Then she was on probation, and she kept being picked up for various probation violations. Because once you in the system, you can't do nothing wrong. You can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't run a traffic stop. Pretty much not much you can do while you on probation. That's a whole setup. So Marlo got all those mugshots while she was on probation. Now, as the years went on, the girl, I guess, was in her feelings from being disfigured. She had a scar on her face, and she jumped from a bridge and killed herself. And this is not allegedly, this is true. So, when Marlo first appeared on the show, the family wrote me a letter and said that they just didn't appreciate that. They wish her the best and everything, but they wanted people to know, exactly, what she did and how it affected their family. And while she gets to move on from it, their daughter, sister, cousin, friend is now deceased because of it. And it's a very sad story, but, she did serve her time. She did move on. It is what it is. Here's the letter was like, I'm trying to pull it up. It's on straightfromthe.com. I removed her name. The young lady that Marlo slaughtered was my sister. My sister's son and my family did not have any ill feelings toward Marlo. That's between her and God. All that we ask is for her not to refer to my sister as a bitch or even mention her name because she has passed away. We wish her luck in her career. So Marlo's arrest was in 1998, which was a very long time ago. However, I feel like that's one of the reasons she hasn't gotten impeached. Now, do people change? Do people grow? All of that? Yes. But, maybe they just don't want to associate themselves, with her as the face of their brand. But, again, things have changed. You see, Marlo been doing all the interviews over the past week. Maybe Marlo is being set up for a peach next season. We'll see what happens. It seems like this might be like a little trial run to see how exactly she appeals to the public. Because she doesn't have a peach now, and it literally she's on every show. She was on, was sitting beside Cynthia, and there's some tea to that too, because Kenya was supposed to be there. It's supposed to be Kenya, Marlo, and Cynthia, but Kenya called off because she felt like it was disrespectful for her to be sitting next to Marlo, and Marlo is not a peach holder, so she was in her feelings. And this is true tea. So, these are some of the things I talk about on Patreon, but I'll just dive into a lot of that later. But all of this is available publicly over on straightfromthe.com if you wish to read about it. But, there's that. Let me see what else we were going to talk about today. I think that was it. I covered Marlo, T.I., Joycelyn Savage, Idris Elba, and Summer Walker. Yeah, I did everything that I said I was going to do. Anything else you want to talk about, it's up to you guys. I'll take about 15 minutes worth of calls. 15 minutes worth of calls, and that's it. That is it. I'll probably go on Patreon later tonight because I'm going over to my auntie house and, pretend to help